Hello everyone. So this reading is definitely a money reading because I'm really feeling called to pull some cards for anyone that's kind of like holding themselves back from like, I get more than anything financially investing into something. Okay. Now, when I say investing, I don't just mean a business. This could be a course. This could be starting your own business. This could be buying the equipment that you need, investing your healing, traveling somewhere you've always wanted to go, attending a concert, getting a tattoo, something like that. Simply spending money on something that your heart has really been calling you towards. Okay, let's say it in that way. Now, maybe you've already, maybe you're struggling financially already. Okay, and you're thinking, if I spend this money, how am I going to survive? Or what if this doesn't work out? Or what if I make the wrong decision? It's almost like your heart is screaming, do it, but your mind keeps pulling you, pulling the handbrake in some way. And honestly, actually, for me personally, it breaks my heart when people hold themselves back from something that they genuinely love because of fear or self-doubt or lack of support. For me personally, something deep inside your soul keeps calling you towards something. I believe it's, my dad and I really do believe it's worth exploring. I really do. And this reading actually reminded me of a woman I met in Scotland. So quickly, I think it was, I don't know, about 6-7 years ago. I went to Scotland with a partner at the time. And on our last day, bless him, he actually surprised me with a visit to a bird sanctuary because I fucking love owls and birds of prey. Anyways, I actually got to hold this beautiful owl and it fell asleep in my arms. It was it stole my heart. It really did. But anyways, what stayed with me wasn't the owl and the other experiences, even though it was incredible. It was the woman who owned the sanctuary. She wasn't running some huge business making loads of money. That never felt like her goal, okay? She just simply loved what she did. You could see how much she cared about every single word. She had followed what her soul wanted her to do. And honestly, my darling, she was so happy. You could see she was so happy. And that's something that's always stayed with me. That's exactly the energy as well that I'm picking up in this reading. It feels like your soul already knows where it wants to go, but your mind is kind of putting the brakes on, okay? So, let's see why. Now, before I start, I do want to mention, I made sure that every single card in this deck was facing upright, okay? And for some reason, every single card came out reversed apart from one, which is the Empress. Now, that to me, that's incredibly significant because that is telling me that this reading isn't about external obstacles more than anything, nearly as much as it is about what's happening inside your own mind, okay? So, what is making you hesitate? You've got the Ace of Swords reversed. Now, straight away, I feel like your biggest hesitation is a lack of clarity. You're not necessarily doubting the investment itself. It's like you're doubting yourself. You're questioning whether it will work, whether you're making the right decision, whether you're going to have enough money afterwards, whether this could actually become successful. Your mind just feels so foggy and blocked and just mushy at the moment, overwhelmed in some way. It's like you're trying to work out every possible outcome before you even taking that first step. And something else that's really stood out to me as well is how the Ace of Swords reverse, the tip of the sword is kind of like pointed directly down towards the Empress. So it's almost like your own fears are aimed directly at the very thing that has the potential to grow, okay? It's like your thoughts are stopping you from seeing the abundance that's actually sitting right in front of you. And that's you. That is you. That's you investing it, my darling. Anyways, what is motivating you to make this investment? You've got the Five of Swords reversed, and I actually love this because I don't see someone, again, it's like the same as that woman in Scotland. I actually don't see you as you're chasing money, you're wanting loads of money, you're wanting to be a millionaire. It's not, I don't get that energy. I actually get what's making you or motivating you to make this investment is actually you've had enough. You are so done. You are so done. You seem exhausted. It's like you've just simply had enough. You're tired of surviving. You're tired of struggling. You're tired of feeling like life has been one constant battle for you. You just want peace. That's it. You just want peace. You want something different. You want to wake up excited about your future instead of worrying about it. And I also noticed something interesting as well. Five of Swords right beside the Ace of Swords together, that creates the Six of Swords. So it's like, I like that actually because the Six of Swords is all about leaving behind difficult waters and moving towards something calmer. And that's exactly what this feels like. This investment isn't really about buying something, okay? It's about leaving an old chapter of your life behind. And that's a bit scary. That is a bit scary when you think of it like that. Now, what do you need to know before making this decision? You've got the Hanged Man reversed, and it's clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. They're also both reversed. Now, this is really interesting because normally if the Hanged Man came upright, I'll tell you to slow down, take your time, look at things from another perspective. But because it's reversed, especially after the Ace of Swords reversed, I actually think you spent enough time thinking. You've probably gone over this decision hundreds and hundreds of times, okay? Another week isn't suddenly going to give you that magical answer you've been waiting for. Deep down, my darling, I actually think you already know what you need to do. And the problem isn't that you don't know, okay? The problem is trusting yourself enough to take that step. And then with the Knight of Swords reversed, this tells me not to rush because you're panicking. Don't invest simply because you're desperate and you're trying to, escape your current situation. Don't rush because you're scared either, okay? Make a decision that comes from confidence, belief in yourself, trust, not anxiety, my darling, okay? Because then we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, and I actually really like this here. Because, yes, it acknowledges your fear around money, and it acknowledges that you have experienced difficult financial situations. But because it's reversed, it also feels like you're beginning to leave that chapter behind. And one thing, actually, that I kept hearing when I was meditating on your cards was, it was, your circumstances may have changed more than your mindset has. Okay, yeah, your circumstances may have changed more than your mindset has. Sometimes our mind stays trapped in old financial fears long after opportunities start appearing. Your mind is still protecting you from a chapter that you're already beginning to move away from, okay? So don't make this decision from panic, but don't also let this, let fear keep you frozen either, my darling. Now, what is the potential benefit if you invest? My darling, you have the Empress. I absolutely love this. She is the only upright card in the entire, pretty much, apart from these two little buggers, but she is the only one that's upright, okay? Every other card has shown fear, confusion, stress, hesitation, delay. But the Empress, nah, my darling, she refuses to fall. She stands up confidently, upright, okay? Powerful. To me, this is more than anything confirmation. This really can grow. This really can flourish for you. There is genuine potential here. The card is the card of abundance, creativity, success, growth. This is nurturing something until it becomes everything you hoped it could be. But remember, the Empress isn't a quick energy because she is often associated with pregnancy, okay? Pregnancy, my darling, takes time. Seeds take time. Business takes time. Healing takes time. Nothing at all is really worthwhile. Grows overnight. Okay? So if you choose to invest in this, don't expect instant success, my darling. Nurture it. Be patient. Keep showing up. Because that is how the Empress creates abundance. Okay? Now, what is it? I can't remember what it is. What should your next step be? And you've got the Five of Wands, and that came out reversed with the clarified with the Nine of Wands reversed. No, the Five of Wands reversed, clarified with the Nine of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So this whole reading has shown me one thing. Your biggest obstacle isn't other people. It's actually your own mind, okay? Now, the Five of Wands reversed tells me to stop fighting yourself. One day it's kind of like you're very excited, and then the next day you talk yourself out of it. 1 minute you're convinced that this is something that you're supposed to do, then the next minute fear takes over. That constant back and forth is exhausting you, my darling. Stop as well. This is guidance. This is advice. Okay, stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Stop worrying about how quickly everyone else is succeeding. This isn't their journey, my darling. This is yours. Okay, now with the Nine of Wands and the Four of Pentacles as clarification cards, the Four of Pentacles is showing exactly why you're holding back, and that's fear. Fear of letting money go, fear of making that wrong decision, fear of losing what little you already possibly have. And honestly, my darling, those fears are they're understandable. Of course it is. But if you want something to grow, you have to be willing to plant those seeds, okay? You can't keep the seed, look at it, like you can't keep the seed locked away forever and expect it to become a garden, okay? Sometimes investing isn't just about money, it's investing your time, your energy, your belief, your courage. Now, the Nine of Wands reminds you, how it's reminding you that you're far stronger than you realise. Yes, you are tired. Yes, you have been through a lot. Yes, you are very, 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 very cautious. But don't give up on yourself now, my darling. Keep going, because you are actually far closer than you think. All right. So, this to me more than anything is like, this is telling like this, like a story, a very continuous story. You're holding yourself back because your mind is filled with fear and uncertainty and overthinking. But it's like your heart already knows it's ready to leave the past behind. Now, the cards aren't telling you to blindly throw, your money at something. More than anything, they're asking you to stop letting fear make every decision for you. Get clear, create a plan, trust yourself, then nurture whatever you're investing in with patience, okay? Because the Empress, being the only upright card pretty much in this entire spread, tells me one thing about everything else. There is genuine potential for this to grow, okay? And for this to be very nice for you. So please do not let fear convince you otherwise, my darling. Okay? So I wish you all the best and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.